The Evolution of the MCU, Episode 10.
In 1868,
On Earth 616, something strange happened in a small house in Wisconsin. A young boy named Victor Timely was working on his inventions when a book suddenly appeared on his doorstep. He had no idea where it came from or who left it. The book was called the Time Variance Authority Official Handbook. Now, the Time Variance Authority, or TVA for short, is an organization that exists outside of normal time and space. Think of it as a cosmic police force that monitors every timeline in the multiverse, making sure time flows the way it's supposed to. Let me explain what that means. In the multiverse, every choice, every decision creates a branch, a new timeline splitting off from the main one. For example, if you choose to turn left instead of right, that creates a branch where you turned right. These branches, if left unchecked, multiply endlessly, creating countless different realities. The TVA's job is to prevent certain branches from forming. They do this through something called pruning. When the TVA prunes something, they're essentially erasing it from existence, removing that branch before it can grow and create problems. They use devices called reset charges that completely wipe out anything they target, as if it never existed at all. The TVA agents travel through time, finding these unauthorized branches, what they call nexus events, and eliminating them to maintain what they believe is the sacred timeline, the one true timeline that's supposed to exist. Anyone or anything that creates a branch they don't approve of gets pruned. But in 1868, this organization didn't exist yet, at least not in the way it would come to be known. The handbook that appeared on Victor's doorstep contained knowledge far beyond anything that existed in the 19th century. Diagrams of devices that wouldn't be invented for hundreds of years. Explanations of time travel, temporal mechanics, and technology that seemed like pure fantasy. Victor devoured every page. He didn't know that the book had been delivered by Ravonna Renslayer. Ravonna, for people who don't know, would eventually become a high-ranking judge at the TVA, one of the most powerful figures in the organization, responsible for deciding which timelines live and which ones get erased. But at that moment in 1868, she was just an agent working directly for someone far more powerful. He Who Remains. He Who Remains was a mysterious figure who lived at the end of time itself, in a place called the Citadel at the end of time. For context, He Who Remains had won what's called the Multiversal War, a massive conflict between countless versions of the same person across different realities, all fighting for control of everything. After winning this war, He Who Remains created the TVA to prevent his other variants from ever rising up again. He controlled the flow of time across all realities, deciding which timelines were allowed to exist and which ones had to be destroyed. Now here's where it gets really interesting. He Who Remains had orchestrated the delivery of this handbook to young Victor very carefully. You see, Victor Timely wasn't just any boy. He was a variant, another version across the multiverse of the same person who would become known as Kang the Conqueror. Kang, for those unfamiliar, would become one of the most dangerous beings in existence, a time-traveling conqueror who would threaten entire realities. He Who Remains himself was also a variant of Kang, just from a different timeline, the one who won the war and chose to protect the multiverse instead of conquering it.